What's up, y'all? So today is the day, honey. We have 2 days of finals exams for fundamentals and geriatric care, and right now I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for the test to start at 7:45 p.m. tonight. So right now it's about 6:48, so I'm just kind of sitting here. Then I'm gonna look over a few more notes before I go in, and I'm just hoping and praying that I pass my exams and I move on to the next quarter, which is third quarter. So far, everything is on the up and up, and I will talk to y'all later about how second quarter has treated me. So far, it has been draining, and yet a learning experience for myself. So yeah, I will let you all know in another clip how second quarter has done me, and I will also let you know what grades I received on the exam. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another car chronicle. So right now I am just sitting here. I'm at my school. I just wanted to go ahead and make this video while it is fresh on my mind. So this is the update for my second quarter in nursing school, and I passed 2 of my classes and failed 1. So that means I have to repeat the class for third quarter, and it also means that I will not be taking any new courses until I pass this class. Then I move on to the rest of my nursing classes. So I filed an appeal because my grade was literally 1 point away from passing, and I just wanted I wanted the faculty and the school to look into the grade. I wanted them to break it down for me to understand why I did not get that 1 point to pass on to my next courses. And of course you need a C letter grade to pass, and obviously I had an F. Their grading scale is totally different from the normal grading scale system that we are used to, because if it was on the normal grading scale system, I would have been passing this class with no problem. So typically a 70 is an F in nursing school. So, and I passed this class with a 77. Okay, I failed this class with a 77. And throughout the term, it was very stressful, considering things that were happening outside of nursing school. Nursing school as a whole is not hard for me to obtain information. It's not hard for me to learn it because it's not foreign to me. I've been in the industry for 18 years, so the information that's being taught to me is kind of self-explanatory. But when it came to testing, I wouldn't pass it simply because the instructor that we had is fairly new to the school and to teaching. This is her first year teaching. And I honestly felt like it was not fair for me and my other fellow students that I had took the class with to have her as a teacher, because we all struggled really hard to get through her class. There was a total of 20 of us, and a lot of us were on the downslope of failing her class. Some people were able to pull her all the way through, and people like myself, we were literally right there at the mark. So it was 5 of us that didn't make it. We were right there at the mark, 1 point away. And then you had everybody else. I don't know how many points more, but they definitely passed. Probably by 1 point. I don't know. I would have to sit down and talk to them and find out exactly how many points more did they pass this class, because we all were struggling. When it came to testing, it was really far-fetched. We didn't know what to study over. She was the type of teacher that said, I don't want you to study for memorization. I want you all to know the information and go from there. But we're like, honey, we need to know what it is we're being tested over so we can study for it, so we can pass this class and the exam or the test. Whatever you're trying to give us the information in order for us to be able to study over it. Don't nobody have time and money to keep investing into a class that is not giving us what we need. Like the instructor from the first quarter, she was so cool, and she gave us everything we needed to be successful. This particular instructor didn't. And it's like, okay, I know we're not going to win them all. We're not going to have great professors throughout our college life. But, honey, it is so ridiculous to me that you wouldn't give us a study guide to be able to know what we're studying over. So it'll be like she'll go over the information with us the day before or 2 days before the test, and it will be stuff that's not even on the test. Like, why are you even going over the information if it's not even on there? So you got us hyper thinking about this stuff, and it's not even there. Like, when we read the questions, it's like we ask each other at the end, like, did y'all see anything on there remotely of what we went over yesterday? No. So it puts us in a position of failure, not passing. And so in my case, it didn't work to my advantage, because it's like I have to have tangible information in front of me that I can look over and study so that I can be successful. That's how I learned. So clearly, it wasn't for me. Okay, a lot of us were able to get a hold of some study guides and go ahead and study. You know, it's like someone was able to put all the stuff together, and we were just able to study over the material that we went over in class, and she didn't give us that. So it's just like, this is so crazy. So that is my frustration about this particular class. But throughout the term, I was able to come to realization with myself that I would probably have to take this class again, and I will probably have to graduate at a later date. I will probably have to see the same instructor again, professor, or whatever we want to call her, again. And so it's like I also knew where my struggles were and where my weaknesses were pertaining to her class. And, you know, I'm just praying to God. I'm just like, Lord, please, like, can you please help me get through this class? But then I feel like there were just things that I could have done better to make myself pass this class. But then at the same time, I don't want to beat myself up, because a lot of things were just out of my hands, you know. But when you want to be a successful person in life, you got to fight for what you want. And, you know, you got to find out information. You got to do your due diligence. You got to talk to people. You got to network. Like, it should not be that hard when you're paying your money at a college or a school, and you're paying a professor to teach you something, to learn something. Like, it should not be that hard for me to obtain information, to learn the material, when you are the person I'm paying to give me the material to study over so that I can be successful. Like, it's just not making sense to me and other people. So I'm at a for-profit college, okay? These are the things that you come across. So it seems like a scam. My mother is like, it's a scam. And I'm like, it's a possibility, it is. And I understand now why. Woo, excuse me. Woo, knocked my head right on out. But I understand now why it is a for-profit school, because it was 20 of us that started out in this quarter, and well, no, actually it was more, but going throughout the term, it was 20 of us total, and then it was 5 of us that didn't pass, and 15 of them that went through. So for some reason, it sounded like a conspiracy to me. You know, they got to fail a few students in order to, you know, keep their money coming in. I don't know. But you need to pass me, baby, because this little point that the homework was worth, and she had to go in and change the letter grade to an A because it was an F for not being turned in, and I had turned it in to her, and she changed it to an A, and it was worth 1 point. And so I'm like, okay, this is definitely going to put me at my 78. Honey, that took me to a 77 point, what was it, 668? It was a 77.043, and then she goes in and put in the letter grade, and I got a 77.668. And she said, well, the reason why it was minimal because it was worth 5% of your grade. And so now I need all my mathematicians to come out of the woodworks and tell me, is this mathing? Am I being unreasonable, or is this actually correct? Like, what is going on? Like, my math ain't mathing with this. And like, every time I calculate it, it's not coming up with the same number that she put inside of that grading scale or my GPA. So I went on and appealed it. Me and a few other students did, and we all got denied for our appeal because they said that everything was calculated correctly, everything was placed in correctly, there's no errors, and it just seemed like everyone was piggybacking off of each other, and they didn't really break down and see exactly what our complaints were. And so that's what make it look like a scam and a scheme, because it's just like y'all working against us and y'all working together instead of trying to, like, you know, give us what we're asking for. Like, can you break it down for us so that we understand why we got this failing grade? You know, the other students were like, you know, I'm appealing because I just feel like I didn't get the proper education from this lady, you know, and they were saying other things outside of what they were appealing about, you know. And as for me, they were saying exactly what I needed to hear, but without giving me the evidence that they actually looked through it. You know, it just seemed like they just piggybacked off of each other. It was 3 people that it had to go down through, and everybody denied it because they said the grades were calculated correctly. And I don't know, but I know now I am at peace. Glory be to God, because I don't even know how I would have felt had I not involved God into this. Because, honey, I have been through this thing, you know, for years. I've been trying to get my nursing degree for years. I've been trying to achieve this for a very long time. And here I am, failing the class by 1 point. And that is very discouraging. You know, but at the same time, I feel very calm. I feel very content in my heart. And I'm just so thankful for the Holy Spirit being my guidance. Like, because I don't know what I would be feeling otherwise. You know what I mean? So, I have accepted that this is what I'm going to do. I know that I want to be a nurse at the end of the day. And I know where my dreams are headed, because that's where I'm going. Later down the line. You know, I don't want to speak on those things yet because it's not in fruition yet. So right now it's me becoming a nurse. That is the first goal. And so I may be like, I don't even know what I want to say right now. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just it's just so much. Like, I just know that I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna nail it. I already know the information now. I understand it now. So that puts me in a great advantage to pass the class again. Well, not again, but to pass the class with flying colors next time. I have all the resources, and we also have to take clinicals all over again, lab all over again. So it's all a package deal. So that's fine. I would only be taking this class next quarter. So I will be taking the remainder time that I have free from school to work and build my money back up. Because, honey, your girl got broke this quarter, baby. I'm telling you, the money went, it grew wings and flew away, babe. I said, damn, all that money got, where you going? Wait, come back. Where my money at? So I'm gonna go to work. So I just wanted to give the update. I did say I was gonna drop some letter grades or whatnot. I don't think I want to do that now, because I passed 2 classes and I failed 1. Okay, so, and when you fail a class in a for-profit school, you cannot move on to the next quarter without passing that class first. Then you get to move on to the next nursing classes that you have scheduled. And you have to sit down with an academic advisor, because you can only fail a class 2 times, and you can only fail a test 2 times before they kick you out of school or something like that. So that's not going to be my case, because I already have everything I need in order to succeed for this next quarter. So yeah, so with all that being said, I may be delayed, but I am not denied, baby, because baby Nurse Ashley is on the way. Period.